Welcome to Faithfully Speaking, where faith finds a voice and God's truth changes lives. Because when we stop agreeing with the world and start agreeing with God, everything changes. My name is Mila. Welcome here. Welcome to the first episode of the series called Watch Your Mouth. So the Lord gave me this vision, and I thought this was supposed to be a video idea. And then He didn't stop with all the video ideas that I turned it into a series. So this is the start of Faithfully Speaking, a podcast here on my channel. We're going to start with the series called Watch Your Mouth. So when most people hear the phrase watch your mouth, they think about avoiding bad language or saying the wrong thing or gossiping. Why those things matter, I would like to go much deeper. It's about the power of our words and the condition of our hearts. It's about the things we speak over ourselves, our children, our husband, our marriages, our finances, and our future. Because every day, whether we realize it or not, our words reveal what we truly believe. So let's begin with a simple question today. What are you agreeing with? What are you agreeing with? Think about all the things you say when no one's listening. I can't do this. I'll never change. I'm not good enough. Have you ever stopped to think about what you're agreeing with when you say those things? Because every statement is an agreement. Every word reveals a belief. You know, the enemy doesn't need us to believe in a giant lie. Sometimes he only needs us to repeat a small one, long enough that it becomes our reality. Fear says, what if everything goes wrong? But faith says, God will be with me no matter what. Shame says, you'll never change. But God says, I'm making all things new. The word says, you're defined by your past. But God says, you are redeemed. So my question is, what are you agreeing with today? When you think about your future, what are you agreeing with? When you talk about your finances, what are you agreeing with? When you talk about your family, when you talk about yourself, what are you agreeing with? Scripture tells us in Proverbs 18:21 that life and death are in the power of our tongue. So our words matter, not because words are magic, but because words reveal what's truly in our hearts, what's living in there. So I have a challenge for you this week. I want to challenge you to listen to yourself. Pay attention to the words you speak. Every time you catch yourself speaking fear, defeat, shame, bitterness, doubt, stop and ask yourself one question. What am I agreeing with right now? Then replace that statement with God's truth. Thank you so much for joining me for Faithfully Speaking today with our first episode of the Watch Your Mouth series. If this message encouraged you, be sure to like it, subscribe, and send it to a friend that needs to hear it. Until next time, keep speaking truth, keep walking in faith, and keep faithfully speaking. I'm Mila, and I see you in the next one. Bye.